And welcome back to Hannity. Time for a special edition of Media Mash. Now, in recent days on this program, we have been actively exposing the despicable, disgusting rhetoric that's been flowing from NBC News, now particularly against Governor Sarah Palin. But while we were focused on denouncing their classless comments, the Obama White House instead, well, they're rewarding them. Believe it or not, this afternoon, even Ed Schultz of NBC News and Lawrence O'Donnell, both personally invited to attend meetings inside the West Wing with the President of the United States. Now, fortunately, our very own Juan Williams was also on hand for the huddle among liberals, the left-wing conspiracy, and he, along with Brent Bozella, here for a special edition of Media Mash. All right, bring us inside the White House, Juan. Why? I don't even get an invite to the media Christmas party.
What?
I have
No.
not been invited to one White House Christmas party. And when I went to the one party in the Bush years, there were tons of liberals there. What's up with that?
Yeah, I was there. I was there. I must tell you, I was very surprised that they invited me again. This is like the second time they've invited me in because the Fox brand, I'm a Fox guy, and, you know, they have such trouble with us.
What do you mean the Fox brand? Yeah. The fair and balanced brand.
Hey, do you have any doubt that the Obama White House has trouble with Fox? Come on.
That's their problem. All right.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but it's a reality, right?
Bring us in the room. So who else is in there? You got you, Schultz, who else?
No, they had Ezra Klein, Greg Sargent from the Washington Post, who were bloggers. They had David Corn from Mother Jones. They had Howard Feynman, who used to be a senior political editor at Newsweek.
Another NBC lib. Go ahead.
Yeah, they had people there. I'm trying to think of some of the other names just off the top. I mean, they had people there from Atlantic Monthly, from some of these other liberal blogs. So it was mostly, as you said, I think an effort to buck up the Democrats, because when you look at the president's falling poll numbers, it's Democrats and independents that have been buying off.
All right, listen, I don't have a problem with the president can meet with whoever he wants, and that means journalists, that means opinion hosts. I've been to the White House. I've done that myself. I don't have a problem with that. I do have a problem, I mean, in the case of the extreme rhetoric. Martin Bashir, was he there?
No.
No. All right. But Ed Schultz was. Let's just remind I mean, this is the type of incendiary rhetoric, the Bashir tape, Alec Baldwin, Al Sharpton, Chris Matthews, and then this guy.
You damn right Dick Cheney's heart's a political football. We ought to rip it out and kick it around and stuff it back in him. I'm glad he didn't tip over. He is the new poster child for health care in this country. He is an enemy of the country, in my opinion, Dick Cheney is. He is an enemy of the country. Lord, take him to the promised land, will you? See, I don't even wish the guy goes to hell. I just want to get him the hell out of here. Do you know what they're talking about? Like this right-wing slut, what's her name, Laura Ingraham? Yeah, she's a talk slut.
He was there? He was in the room with the president?
Yeah, he was there.
Well. Brent, what's your reaction to that?
That's pretty rank. That's pretty awful.
And by the way, I could play a montage of...
Whatever I'm going to say, I accept Juan Williams from this. But look, I don't have any problems with a meeting like this taking place. As a matter of fact, I'll go a step further than you, Sean, and suggest that sometimes it's a good thing to have an off-the-record meeting with journalists because more can be discussed. However, that said, I bet you there's one question that wasn't asked to the president today, which is, Mr. President, when will you ever give an interview to a non-sycophantic reporter? Somebody who's going to ask you a tough question. He just won't do that. The wheels have come off this administration. They're bringing in the shock troops. These are the shock troops that are going to do the outrageous for him. These are people who are used to making vile statements, character assassination statements. He's not bringing them in spite of those actions. He's bringing them in because of those actions. Now, I accept, from everything I said, I accept Juan Williams.
Right, you're very kind. You're kind, but let me just say that, I mean, you know, the other day they had Charles Krauthammer in. I don't think he's anybody's liberal. I mean, they have a variety of people in, but I think this effort at this moment is on track with what you're saying in terms of trying to buck up public opinion among their base.
Juan, did you say hi to the president for me?
I always do, Sean. I just think he has difficulty with all of us.
Oh, I feel so bad. I'm sure, you know, he's going to blame that on George Bush. All right, guys, good to see you. Thank you.